is so much different than last time I was here. Now stop. Sit. Diamond, make her sit. Sit. When we're done with the pack walk, what I do is I stand here and talk. Nice day we're having, huh? Good day. Yeah. Not so much. It's hot. Right. All week, no rain. By sitting here having a conversation, we're asking these adult dogs to socialize the right way. Good boy. Turn into him. Look what happened there.
Yeah.
Do you see what just happened?
He did the avoiding thing. Like
he did the avoidance by putting himself on the other side of me instead of getting near Joe.
So he learns pretty quickly to avoid it. Yeah.
He's trying to calm that Debbie down.
Yes!
There you go.
How nice is that?
Wonderful.
It's funny to watch him think about it, because like when you're not looking at him, he's like peeks and looks back and peeks and looks back.
I've been volunteering here about 3 years, and when I first came it felt like I was an island. I was trying to do everything I knew how to do, but there was no communication with anybody else. So it's helped us, first of all, to organize ourselves to where we communicate with each other a lot more, to say, and to formalize, we're all going to do it this way. We really weren't getting to the point where the dogs were engaging a lot. It was mostly just getting them out to potty and walking them and putting them back, and they really weren't getting much mental stimulation. So this has helped with a lot of that.
The first time I walked here, I felt like I was being mauled, and certainly not in control of the situation. Last week when I came, I walked out, all the dogs were sitting down in their kennels, wagging their tails as I came out, and I was just stunned. So I think it's made a huge difference.
Right on.
I've been here about 9 months now, and there was no plan, there's no consistency, no communication, no synchronization, and I think the volunteers themselves were eagerly looking for help. We've had just about every type of training challenge that you could name, and in a matter of 30 minutes, that problem is solved with the dog. And when you walk in, the kennels are quiet, and when you feed them, they do sit. And you never would have said that 3 weeks before that. So, I mean, it's amazing.
Good.
I'm not a regular dog walker. I tend to go out on the adoption events where then I get the opportunity to walk the dog. And I used to always get the bullies because, you know, a couple of 100 pounds, they got to really be pulling. And if I wrap the leash around my back, I could usually control them. But yesterday I had Diamond out, and other than I was accidentally stepping on her as I was turning into her, she walked wonderful. She sat when we were done. The difference was noticeable from the last event I was out.
So now, when we started the program, you were totally on board. We got it going. Have you seen the difference in the dogs?
Oh, tremendous.
Okay.
Tremendous. And it is so quick and easy.
Okay.
You know, I'm taking part in the feeding part.
You are too?
Yeah. I help with the volunteers. Yeah, I help with the volunteers, and I help feed in the mornings. And it's just, they're sitting there waiting. The dogs. They're not the volunteers, the dogs. They're sitting there waiting. And you know, there's some barking, but not like before. And even I used to dread going, and they used to wear, you know, like if I had to go in a dog's pen, I'd make sure I had rubbing clothes on because I'd get all dirty. Well, lately I haven't even been coming in shorts because they don't jump on me. You know, it's like I say, sit, I open the kennel, and I used to dread having to walk in the kennel because the dog would just be jumping all over you or escaping. You know, having to open a kennel towards me. And now they're just sitting there waiting. Right. We do tell people, well, like one of them was the big yellow lab Jacks we had.
Oh, that's right.
I was up here. Yeah, I was up here when he got adopted, and I told the woman how, you know, he knows sit, he knows down. He's still the mouthy with the treats, so I was trying to teach the lady what to do for that, and I was really encouraging her, saying that he started with his obedience training, so make sure you continue with this.
Very good.
So, yeah.
Very good. I keep hearing fantastic things from all the volunteers and how much they want to keep coming back.
Well, and I think they just feel empowered.
Okay.
And I think they feel that they're making a difference, that they're
what is your name?
Improving the dog's behavior, adoptability when they're walking. You know, that, so I think they're even enjoying the walking more than they were before. And this empowers the volunteers, you know, especially women that maybe aren't very dog savvy or aren't very big. You know, that what I was seeing before was that they would come walk the dog once or twice, then we wouldn't see them again.
Yes.
You know, and I think it was because they just felt like, oh, those dogs are out of control.
Now,
Or,
if
you know, so I'm
somebody
hoping that this too
saying that they have a dog that
allows
fits
us
the
to retain our
description, can we
volunteers
give them
better
their number?
and our dog walkers better.
It
And
was
just watching you with the dogs, they just
3322.
get it. You know what to do, what to say, watching
That's
the
the one
dogs,
I
how
have.
well they catch on.
They do understand it, and that's why we want to get it in play, because the more shelters we get into, the more dogs that can be calm and get adopted, and that's the whole point. All right, sorry.
So now we finished the 3 sessions, and I already talked to Brandy. We want to have a 4th session with our kennel staff, because our techs were very negative, didn't think this was going to work, they weren't on board, and that's why I decided we were just going to do this with the volunteers for the feeding. But I told the techs eventually, I'm expecting you're going to take this over. So now the techs are on board, and now the techs want their own training sessions so they can learn what you already taught.
So they were skeptical, but now they're seeing it, and they're inspired to do it.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.